Do you ever feel like your Google business profile just isn't bringing in the calls you expected? And I get it. I recently helped a family-run carpet cleaning business that was really stuck. They barely had any calls at all. And then we made some simple changes. I made some meeting notes here, and I'm going to share those with you as we showed you how we turn things around. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 tips that they took on board. And if you're struggling too, then drop a comment below and I'll reply to as many as I can. So tip number 1 that I shared with them was AI nap. You might think you already know about nap, fair enough, but AI nap is just a bit more important now than ever, because nap stands for name, address, phone number, and it has to be consistent. And everywhere your business turns up, it needs to be consistently the same. We know that. But here's what's changed. Google and AI systems need to know basic details to gain trust. So if your name, address, phone number just don't match, and the directories say one thing, profiles say another, websites say something different, AI has to second guess whether your business is real and reliable. And when it has to guess, it usually won't take the risk, so you don't appear in the results. That means no one can afford really to mess about with outdated details anymore. AI is looking for reliability and only wants to show businesses that it's confident that are correct and trustworthy in the results. So if you're like my carpet cleaner or the plumber or even a hairdresser or a local service in general, you need to just check to make sure your NAP is consistent everywhere. Your name, address and phone number need to appear exactly, and I say exactly the same, to gain that full amount of trust. So here's a quick example. I changed my phone number a while back now, and it took months to hunt down every reference when I wanted to change it back again. In the meantime, those inconsistencies caused a real issue because some sites had the old number for me, others had the new one, and Google became less sure as to whether or not it knew which number to use, so my trust levels went down. You've probably heard of citations and getting details and getting it 100% right. Well, this is why. It really matters more now than ever before with AI. So when those details don't match, Google gets confused. And well, if it's confused, it doesn't trust you. And if it doesn't trust you, then rankings start to drop. And that's what I saw happening with this customer. It basically cost them calls and customers. So here's what you need to do. First, decide the exact version of your business name, address, and phone number that you're going to use. Phone number. You can have a phone number as well if you want. And then go through the main listings and profiles and update them so that they all match that version. Once you've cleaned it up and you've got it consistent, then Google's going to start pushing business your way. And they're going to be ahead of the competitors because they probably just aren't going to bother doing these things. Now, on to my next tip that I used, and most businesses know that they need reviews. They know they need to earn trust through reviews, but actually, when was the last time they asked for a proper photograph? Or when was the last time they asked for a powerful video review? It's a step too far for most local competitors, but actually it's not that difficult to do if you know exactly what to do, because it really works. I mean, take that carpet cleaning company that I worked with. They already had loads of solid reviews. There was no issues there. But they also had customers that were prepared to put a photograph afterwards. And that definitely was helping them. But we decided to push it up another notch. We asked them, could they get real customers to leave a video review? So the simple thing is get a process where you simply ask, would you mind doing me a favor? Could you just say what you've said, but do it on camera on your phone, and then upload that video? And you'll see immediately it impacts your performance because Google loves things that are to do with customers and not to do with what you're saying. And here's what really surprised me is when we scroll through the customer reviews on other profiles, most of them barely had anything there, just generic text and star rating at best. So people really react to people. Customers love seeing actual customers and it just works. Text reviews and a few photos are great, but video testimonials and pictures of real people doing real work, they're trust magnets for both humans and for Google. Is it always easy? No. But most business owners avoid this altogether, not ever trying it. So give it a go, because people, yeah, it's true, it's not always comfortable for them to be on camera, but people will do it if you ask. So don't put it off. Authentic videos and real images create stronger trust signals, which improves rankings and makes you stand out instantly in a crowded field. It really works. Now, tip number 3 is a simple trick to beat the competition, and most businesses treat their Google business profile like a just set it and forget it thing. Maybe they add a few posts here and there. They start off thinking, well, I'll just add a few things, and then they just miss the opportunity of keeping their Google business profile up to date. And yet now it's easy to schedule posts. So like with Facebook and Instagram, you hardly need to worry about it now. You just put in a few posts and then schedule them to be released. So here's what I showed the client inside the Google business profile. And you can create the same thing as well. Just post special offers and events and let them then release themselves gradually. It's usually the same stuff that you use on your business profiles, on your socials, on your blog. When you've got new photos, new testimonials, don't reinvent the wheel, just repurpose the stuff and then put it to your Facebook, Instagram, your Google business profile, and then let them schedule themselves out. Now do that at least once a week, and Google will see that you're active, that you care about your customers, and you're serious about rankings. So you don't have to write everything in one go, but just pan it so that it schedules itself gradually. And even better, Google's starting to look at your social connections too. So if you add the right links, it will pull in information from your website, from your Instagram, from Facebook, and then it brings it all together in the search results. That means that when someone's searching for your business, they don't just see your business on Google as a listing, but they also see your website, Instagram, Facebook, all the recent offers you have, all in one place. It looks great because it builds trust and it encourages customers to get in touch. So if you want your Google business profile and your social profiles to work together, and you absolutely should do that because it's a real hub to build your presence online, then you need to make sure that you get Google talking to your socials. And to do that, it's pretty straightforward really, because it builds trust and it creates a richer presence online. Now, if you want a detailed walkthrough on how to do that the right way, then I've put together a separate video. So click on this video next and I'll take you through a step-by-step way of connecting your socials with Google so that it gets even higher rankings. And if you want just personal help setting this all up, you just want to help with your business in general, then there's a link down in the description where you can work with me. So I'll see you on that next video if not.